Today I'll be giving my overall thoughts on Persona 5R so far. I have not beaten the game yet, but I feel like just giving my initial impressions on the game will be a good start into getting into the review side of things. So, let's talk about what Persona 5R is. It is essentially a remaster of Persona 5. So if you've played Persona 4 Golden or Persona 3 Fuzz, you know what you're getting yourself into. 80% of the game is the same, and then you have that 20% that is new content. However, Persona 5R falls in this weird category where it's releasing on the same platform, just a better version just 3 years later, which I find to be a bit too soon for Persona 5 to have a re-release already, considering the fact that it took almost 4 years for Persona 4 Golden to come out, and it was on a different platform. They could have easily done the same. So it rubs me the wrong way in the sense where Alice is taking this as a marketing grab, which what I mean by that is Persona 5 was the one that broke it into the mainstream, so they really would just want to market Persona 5, the name in general, as much as they can.
Here's another one.
Also, Persona 3 had Persona 3 Fuzz, which released 2 years afterwards. DLC wasn't even mainstream back then, so it made sense for that. So with this coming out only 3 years after Persona 5's original release, it kinda just feels like a marketing grab, considering the fact that DLC is so mainstreamed and games have been reworked from scratch essentially this generation. So that's why it falls into this weird category of, did it really need a re-release after only 3 years of it being released? If they would have waited a year, they could have marketed this game for PS5, or hell, the Switch, or hell, the Xbox, or the PC. But no, it was re-released on the same platform, the PS4, and I cannot tell you why. This company makes no sense sometimes, so I digress though. I haven't fallen into all the new content that this has to offer, although I do find the new additions to be great. Like the combat feels refreshed with boosts, with baton passes, baton levels being a thing, and having enemies mass explode depending how much damage you do to them. It has a nice refreshing touch to it because you can just zoom through battles just like that, which I do feel makes the combat a bit easy at times, but I just kind of want to get through the game and get to the new content. So for me, it's not a big deal, but for someone just getting into this game, they may see this as a very easy game, considering that all the past DLC was free. So using those personas is kind of a no-brainer just to be OP at the beginning of the game. Secondly, the new confidants seem to be really interesting. Kasumi, even though I just met her, she seems to be a wonderful, cheerful girl, especially with her gymnastics. And then you also have Maruki, a counselor at the school. His introduction, a bit lame, but he's an interesting character because his studies is trying to figure out how you can heal a person who's been hurt really deep in their heart. Some Kingdom Hearts level stuff, and I keep mentioning Kingdom Hearts in my videos because it seems to be, I guess, tailing off to there. Maybe it's because I miss Kingdom Hearts so much, I don't know. Continuing on, the little details that they've added in the game with characters appearing in different locations that otherwise weren't there was definitely a nice touch, and especially the smaller details that BioRox have pointed out in his videos. Just small touches to the UI and just small touches to overall world makes this feel like a definitely definitive, more better version than Persona 5 was. Especially with the PS4 Pro and Super Assembling mode, being able to see those details and those vibrant more colors is just such a great touch. And the last thing I'll touch upon is the palaces. The palaces feel like they were reworked with a grappling hook to make things feel a lot more stylish than how original P5 was. I'm surprised that they didn't think of the grappling hook in OG P5. Maybe they didn't cut it, which hasn't been found yet, so probably not. Someone had to have thought of it before because, man, this thing is too stylish sometimes. And also the Wilsies. They seemed interesting at first, but they really just give you an item, but they're still kind of worth that little side quest to do because it is just fun to kind of just go grab them real quick because it's not that big of a deal to just go out and do it because you can just use that grappling hook most of the time. And on top of that, the last one has a boss that I seem to breeze through. Sometimes I just don't buy items and half my party dies, but that's besides the point. I still find these will seeds to be a good addition to keep going back to the palaces and looking for extra things, which I would have liked in OGP5, but sadly that wasn't included. We had more so chests. This was a pretty good addition. And then once you get all three, it turns into an item. Then Jose, when you go into the metaverse, makes it into a better item or puts it to its full potential. I'm still not really too sure on that, like how it enhances it. I have to do more testing and more playing, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool that they added Jose into that too. Lastly, the Thieves' Den. I still need to figure out how to unlock more P coins and buy different things for this thing. But yeah, so far it's empty, but I am intrigued with it, and it's a really cool addition because you can play as different characters and such, and I find that to be such an amazing addition in this game. I feel like they've seen what the modding community was already doing for this game, and they're like, yeah, that looks cool, let's just give them it. And that's what they did. And I find that to be a really dope addition of the Thieves' Den, although I do need to unlock more things in here. So this is where I'll end the video, although I want to talk about a certain problem that I've talked about before in this game. I will wait for my review because I don't want to seem like I'm going too negative with this game, because I actually am enjoying it, believe it or not. And I actually bought the collector's edition for this game because I wanted a collector's edition for P5 when I beat it, and of course it was all out, so I'm just happy I got this mask and I look silly in it. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.